Speaking of R.I.P., Jack Harlow, you better get yourself together, baby, because not you saying that you are, and I quote, you said that you were the hardest white rapper since Eminem. And now, of course, you didn't say since Eminem. You just put in reference to his song. You put starving to be the most dominant ever, the hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomit on the sweater, and that was obviously from Eminem's Lose Yourself.
Right. So he say he the hardest white boy since Eminem.
He said he's the hardest
Y'all agree?
white boy. No.
You see how
I can name 10 white I can name 10 white rappers that rap better than Jack Harlow.
I got some.
Isn't he affiliated with those people that wear red, the guy Young Thug and all of them? Maybe that's what his self-esteem is all together.
No.
So Jack Harlow,
and if he was, that's not even it.
Jack Harlow, let me explain. Jack Harlow is a white kid from Kentucky who, in my opinion, Louisville, Kentucky.
Fact.
In my opinion, he had the extreme courtesy of working with DJ Drama, and that is why he blew up the way he did. Now he is talented, but there are a lot of talented kids in Louisville. Yeah. And for some reason,
he feel like he's
Jack was the chosen one. That Drama, I don't know. I'm so curious to learn how their relationship developed because Drama really did put Jack in a position to where he can now say he's the illest white guy since Eminem. Yeah. Those are huge shoes to fill. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it was just he outworked the other artists. Sometimes that can be a big factor.
Yeah. Or he branded himself differently.
I'm gonna be honest, just because I'm in the shit. I don't believe that was his case. I don't believe that at all. I would definitely believe he was hardworking and he deserves everything he's getting. But DJ Drama is a very big voice in hip hop. He's an A&R for Atlantic at the time that he meets Jack Harlow. He owns a record label. He owns studios. He owns real estate in hip hop.
Maybe he's the industry plant. The thing that people be talking about.
And ooh man, we can go down this rabbit hole if y'all want because this is fun to me. So there's a difference between being a plant and then having like a connection in music, right? A plant, and I don't want to name any artists because when you put that plant label on artists, they really hate that shit but if it fits, we're gonna call it that sometimes, A plant is where like a label or a company decided we're gonna push this entire artist and we're gonna take over 360, percent of their campaign, all angles, right? Yeah. To me, that's a plant. Yeah. They formulate the artist, they formulate the music before the public even hears about it. There's already a machine behind it, right? I don't think Jack Harlow's a plant. I think he had his own motion before that grabbed attention. He had his own talent before, and he had a connection that worked out, right? Okay. But those are two very different things. I don't think Jack Harlow's a plant. I think he had connections and it's working out, but I don't think he's Eminem level or the coldest white guy since Eminem at all. He got a movie coming out. I think he just
I love for him to be confident. You are supposed to think that you are the best. You are. But think you're the best against your own self, not against somebody who's obviously grandiosity. So, yes.
Eminem got songs from early 2000s that still chart. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Yeah. It really is. And what Eminem did is there's like maybe 2-3 other people that did it. Like it's very hard.
But I'm wondering if maybe he had that unique look. That we went through a period where all the artists wanted to have someone out there that was unique looking, like Cardi B. Oh, she's Spanish speaking and she can rap in Spanish and whatever. I think that he had a different look because he speaks to a completely different group of people.
Jack Harlow's unique.
Y'all, he look like the white version of me right now. Our hair looks like
wow.
And I don't know if y'all could tell.
So many white boys that look like him.
I don't know if y'all could tell he's a troll.
Yes.
He's a troll.
Yes. Is he? Yes.
Like, perfect example, calling himself the coldest white boy. The other day he was at an NBA game, an NBA player fell on him. He tweeted that his butt was as soft as a pillow. So he does shit like that. Yeah, like another troll thing Jack Harlow did. One time he was talking to Sweetie on the red carpet. This was right after her breakup with Quavo. And Jack Harlow walks up to her and he's like, hey, you free? Like, he's a troll, you know what I'm saying? So I don't take anything he says too seriously, but he's entertaining. I don't know if y'all seen the trailers for the movie. You had that as well? Yeah. How are you feeling about it?
I mean, you know what? I'm all for remakes. Okay. I love the original version of White Man Can't Jump. Yeah. And I'm all for it. Classic. I would definitely love to see him in his acting bid because I don't think I've ever seen him act in anything. So I'm curious to see how he's going to be able to transition from being an artist and a troll and the coldest white boy ever to now being on the big screen. Absolutely. And then he obviously has shoes that he needs to fill when playing this role. So
they're going to be New Balance shoes.
I wish we could escape from this idea where everybody thinks they can transition into being an actor. And then recapping movies that we loved and cherished so differently, so deeply. Yeah. But yeah, no, Jack. Just like no.
I'm gonna give him a chance on the acting because he already ruined it for the rapping. The only song I like by him is the one that he did with the sample of Fergie. The
First Class.
Yeah,
it's called First Class.
Up the G. I was like, okay,
it's catchy.
Yeah, it is. It's catchy.
But you're right. His hair did look like yours.
Period. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
it looked better.
And I'm gonna be honest. Like, other than the troll part of his persona, I like his music. Like,
I gotta get into it.
If you look at his first album cover, he's on the cover of the album with a black woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's interesting. He's interesting. His music is interesting. But sometimes he does stuff like this.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of trolls, let's talk about a